lighting is going to be a little wonky in this video, but we're going to have to deal with it. I chose a weird time to film. It's like such a beautiful day outside, but the windows are so weird in this dorm. It's like you have to just aim it right. Also, excuse the clutter in the back. It's kind of hard hobbling around and cleaning and stuff. I think it's okay. I think we're gonna make it for this video. If you're new, what's up? I'm Haley. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new in this video, I want to talk about, again, sustainability, but I think this is my first video talking about sustainability for 2020, because I did do one. I don't know if I called it like sustainability in college, or if I just said 101 sustainability, like tips and tricks. I don't know. I'll link it in the description because I have a lot of good tips about the whole umbrella topic in that video, but I want to kind of revisit that topic because I think it's just like with my journaling and planning. Oh, actually, was that the video? I just talk about how I do talk about these things often, but I think constantly having them like prevalent or just present in your feed or just recent is really important. Just like always talking about it, not something that you talk about once, just to show that it's something that we need to continuously be caring about and not just like a one-time matter because of this crisis going on with climate change and stuff. But anyway, so that's what I want to do, and I think it's perfect for 2020 as well, because if you are trying to make that like a goal or something for the New Year's to just, you know, integrate more sustainable practices in your lifestyle or just become more of a eco-friendly and just mindful person with what you use, like the products you use, I think this is a good video for that. And yeah, and it just suits like everybody watching, like a huge audience. So anyway, that being said, I did make a nice little list, as I always do, and I'm gonna just go right through her. I do want to talk about the basic things that I know a lot of people already know, but it is good for people who are, you know, again, new to this whole idea and practice and don't know about just things that you can get that are so cheap and are honestly a good investment for yourself, like economically and not just like environmentally. And that's just like replacement with like straws and paper plates and like anything, I guess, paper that you already have that you just throw away. You see people getting like bamboo straws and metal straws off Amazon for such a cheap price, and they get them like in a bundle, and just getting like basic silverware and like kitchenware that's just gonna last you a long time is so much. It just benefits you in more ways than one. So that's just like a good all-around thing to know, along with just the tip of keeping them with you wherever you go, having one in your car, having one in your backpack, your purse, just one always with you in some sort of fashion, because you're constantly going places, you're constantly maybe picking up a drink or something, and you don't always just want them in your house or your dorm or wherever you live, you know, because you're not always going to have a drink there. So that's a big tip, I think, as well. If you get a bundle, just make sure you put them in different places. Same goes with like taking like to-go things, like glass to-go Tupperwares and stuff, because those things can be 2-in-1. You can just definitely like have it as like a little bowl to eat out of, but also like the ones from Urban Outfitters, the one I have, they have a little top, so it's like a bowl, but you can also just like store things in there, so you're not just like wasting like plastic wraps and stuff and all that kind of stuff. Just getting a nice little set that you actually like and will use and won't lose. Like I think also not having too many is a good idea, just having a good set that you actually enjoy and like you like, so that way you actually use them. I think that goes with water bottles as well. That's like, I think, a universal thing. People tend to drink more water whenever they're drinking out of water bottles they like, and so finding like the perfect water bottle, I think, is so important, because it's kind of like finding like a pair of jeans, just like finding one that you actually like. And so that way you want to A, drink water, but 2, you're not constantly getting water bottles. One of my biggest problem areas, which I've talked about in many videos, are napkins and paper towels. I go through those so fast, and having reusable ones and just like ones that you can wash is so nice and so practical, because you can just wash them and have like a set that you can get, and like again, you're saving so much money with the amount of like napkins and paper towels you go through. I mean, Kleenex is a different thing, obviously, but yeah, just like getting like a set that you can use for like when you're eating, or like, you know, whenever you're washing your hands, like having different sets for different things is really important. Don't mix them. But yeah, that's one that I think we forget about a lot. And also, again, it's like you're really spending money like every week or every other week buying like more paper towels and stuff. If you do get things like plastic bags from like grocery stores, or like, I don't know, like things that come in jars, like, I mean, it happens, like what are you gonna do about it? But I think just using those things for other things, which a lot of people already know, you know, like trash, I use them for trash cans, or like, I don't know, putting my lunch in or something, or like anything like that, or mostly for trash is what I use, but just making sure you're not just throwing them away after, like reusing those for a different purpose. And then for jars, just for like flowers or just storing different food items or like any other kind of item, I think is cute. You can make it look cute and stuff. I've done that with most of mine. I have all my like silverware and like a mug or like a little glass mug, like or what is that, like a mason jar. So yeah, just constantly like reusing things for other purposes is a good way of just making sure you're being intentional, mindful about things that like you didn't think about, like bringing your reusable bag to, and you just, you know, it slipped your mind. So that kind of thing. I always mention this. It's just what and where you buy, where you buy your clothes from, is so important. And I've talked about in recent, like past videos, like why that's like one of the main issues. So I'll link those in the description, or also any articles I find or like videos that I can find on this topic. But it's so important to just make sure that you are shopping from an ethically sourced company, which it's super difficult these days to find ones that are kind of, you know, affordable. Like I understand that. So I do a lot of secondhand shopping, and I'll just buy things from like Depop and stuff, which I understand isn't the absolute best because you're still like the company. It's like if you guys ask where something's from, I say Depop, but I'll end up saying the company, and it's just like I know we're gonna go to find it. So it does suck in that sense, but just making sure that you are trying your best to be as mindful as you can when buying your clothes. Yeah, I'm gonna make a video sooner or later about just like places that I found that I can buy clothes that are ethically made, but I just need time for that one. But I'm getting information from one that I'm really excited about to like share with you guys and like talk about, but that's a whole other project in itself. And there's like sites online that you can like see if certain shops or companies are ethically made or like ethically producing shops, factoring shops, you know what I'm trying to say, that kind of thing. It's really easy to find that information out, especially if the like clothing sites themselves have like a human rights policy or something on there on the site. That's really important as well. So it's easy to find that information, but it's just important to, you know, stay in the know of that, not be ignorant on that wavelength. I guess the most, like the recent things I've been buying from like companies are athletic wear, because that's just like, I don't want to get that secondhand, so I do get that from the place itself. And I know so many companies. Outdoor Voices is one of my favorites, and then also Organic Basics. And it's really funny, I was at yoga like last week or the week before, and like a girl was wearing Organic Basics leggings, and this is like a smaller company. Like this isn't like a huge, at least as far as I know, they're not like, I think they're just like, you know, kind of kickstarting getting their name out there. And so I was really taken aback when I saw her. I was like, is that Organic Basics? And she's like, yeah. And I was like, that's wild. Like I did not think it was. Anyway, so I'm going to talk about them for a second because of how great they are. I have just like black ones, but they have very basic pieces on their site. They have like sports bras, leggings, and I think actually some like underwear and socks even maybe. I'm not too sure, but something like they have like some basic things. But I wear these to yoga. I wear these to work out, mostly to yoga, just because of like how they fit and how they look and stuff. But they're so comfortable, and they're not too thin where they're see-through, which I think is like one of the most important things I look for in leggings, just making sure that they have like a good grasp. And they do, and they're just, the quality of them is so nice, and they're so soft, like silky. Yeah, Ian said it's made of 96% recycled nylon, and then 4% elastane. Is that how you pronounce it? Yeah, and their site is so beautiful, and I don't know, I love their leggings, and they're so nice. So I do have a little coupon for you guys to go, if you would because I know a lot of you guys are into like active gear and are trying to find some yourself. So Organic Basics is one to check out. That's like a smaller company that's not, you know, trying to get their name out there, and they're just doing really good things. I think they're literally, I just got an email. They have a new fund, the Organic Basics Fund. It's going to support grassroots activists and organizations that address our environmental crisis. We want to give direct funding to people, groups, and products that are making real long-term impact when it comes to fighting and surviving for the planet, which is insane. And like they're just so proactive and progressive and awesome. So yeah, if you find something on there and you use Rain's OBC, it'll be in the description. You get 10% off your order. So really cool, really dope. I would just check it out if you're interested in just some kind of athletic wear, or just any kind of like, even just yoga pants or underwear or anything. They have it all. It's awesome. Oh, another thing is to make your own products at home. It's actually kind of fun in itself, is just making your own stuff, and it feels good to, like, I don't know, make your own cleansers or like perfumes. I don't know, whatever. I think it's a fun activity in itself, but it is also, if you get like little glass bottles and you know what's in it and essential oils you can choose, and like, you know, the chemicals that's going inside of it is really also just something that you can do to help, you know what you're actually using and putting out in the atmosphere and that kind of stuff. So that's a big one as well. And Maddie Spinner, my friend, she has these little glass bottles that she started making. I forgot what it was. Maybe it was like face, like spray, or it was like a perfume. I forgot, but whatever it was, it smells so good. And she just like listed off the ingredients to me, and it was just so nice to know. And there was like 5 ingredients, and it was amazing. It was so refreshing. But stuff like that too is also things that you can do. But it really just starts with being the one to talk about it, and it can be kind of intimidating when you're around people who don't talk about this kind of thing a lot, or it's just not like a central subject of conversation with you and your friends or your family members or something, so it kind of can feel awkward and weird to talk about it and bring it up. And it doesn't have to be something that's like aggressive or like a power move or anything. Like, it's definitely doesn't have to be that kind of thing. It can be just something like introducing like different things in other people's lives, or like having the conversation about what you can do differently, or like how you can help as an individual, or just things that's very easy. And because it isn't an easy conversation, it is heavy, but it's like you gotta start easy with people who, or not even people who don't have this conversation, but if you've just never had it with them, because you both are just like stepping on touch territory, I guess. So you just, you know, saying certain things or certain words or anything, you just have to be really careful about that. But just being the one to start it is really important, because nothing is going to be done if we don't talk about it. We do need to do stuff, but it starts with the consumer, and it starts with us like making a change with like what we say and the actions we do. It is, you know, going to those protests and those strikes are amazing, and they're one thing, but also taking it outside of that and not just leaving it there is really important. So I hope you guys understood what I meant by that, because I just know it can be really difficult, because I know there's a certain group, you know, who maybe watch these videos, or just videos in general, who, you know, you believe in this stuff and you really full-heartedly just like feel strongly about it, but the people around you maybe don't. So it can be difficult or like challenging, like having that conversation or like starting it. So and kind of uncomfortable even. So yeah, just that's all I have to say about that. That being said, I hope this was another video that just maybe helped you guys a little bit more, especially for people who are new to this channel and are trying to get more into this sort of lifestyle, or just, you know, try and help out a little bit more. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all. And if you have any tips or tricks or words of advice or anything, leave them below on this topic, because I'd love to hear it, and I'm sure everyone else would. So yeah, anyway, I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.